Hello, welcome. I'm just finishing getting my message typed out. My chat message there. Let's see. All right, there we go. Now I think I'm about set up. We're going to play on Into the Woods again. I'm beginning to think there's a problem with that map, Riverbend Springs, because it keeps crashing. So far, I have not had issues with Into the Woods. And I hope it remains that way. I think everything's activated. I didn't download any new mods. Yeah, everything's activated. Hello, welcome. I'm just getting started. Still got that same little glitch at the beginning. Alright, so let's go back up this way. Now, our tent is not going to stay there. That's just a temporary housing, so we didn't actually start way over at the dealership. We just want to start at a place closer to home. We're going to be going... Actually, we're going to be taking down a few more trees right over here. But let's pull the map up. We're going to build our homestead right here, right up here by this pond in this area. So we're going to have to buy some property. We're going to have to buy this land right here. And that's interesting. I see some places that we can't even, like, see right there? There's a strip right there that we apparently don't own. And then we don't own right along the road right here either. That's kind of, I wish this was not here. I can't see what's happening. And then we need this up here because we're going to put our homestead right in here. So we need both of these areas, but not yet. That's $41,000. At least these plots are kind of rather inexpensive. 41,000, and then we need 37,000 for this one. So let's see here. Why does that keep lowering that weight? Because I did not lower that weight. So that's weird though, that weight was lowered, because I don't ever lower the weight, unless I accidentally hit the button and didn't realize it. Let's see, maybe we start, I want to take out like at least 3 more trees. And probably more than that. But at least this one, the one directly behind it there, and the one directly behind it right there. Just to give us this little pathway through here. So we can just leave our tractor sit there for a minute. We want to take out this, actually let's start with this tree right here. I want to try to see if I can't do this. Now let's see. It's going to fall the opposite direction that I chop on, isn't it? Maybe we can get it to fall right out this way. I don't know how well this works. Oh, you just hold the button down. Okay. All right. It says throttle axe, press 0, or the circle. Oh, wait. I just saw it do a little bit of wood chip. How did that happen? Oh. Oh, I got a branch. It did get a branch. All right. I finally figured it out. All right, now let's bring the truck over here. I gotta turn my fan on. I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but I will have to. It's freezing outside and I'm sweating inside. All right. Oh. I want to kind of get an idea of length. All right, now we should, whoops, I see a, did I see a branch? I thought I just saw a branch laying there. Yeah, maybe not. All right, let's see if we can't, I think we get more money if we have longer logs, but I don't know if we can pick them up. I'm not getting that part to work now. Alright, I want to see if I can pick this up. I might not even be able to pick it up. It might be too heavy. I bet it is. Well, it did not let me pick it up, so it must be too heavy. And I'm having a hard time even seeing what's going on because I'm in the bushes. I can't seem to get my chainsaw to work. Well, I mean, it worked once, but... Yeah, I think maybe it was just... Let's see. Yeah. See, it would not let me pick up that bigger piece. Which is too bad. I wanted to be able to cut them long enough to be able to fit in here. Eventually I will be able to. I got to get a front end. I'll be able to get the right components for our tractor, so that's not a problem. I'll be able to do it eventually. And that's a pretty good sized log. See, that's more like what I was wanting to be able to get. So I can still at least get some longer logs. Nice. All right. It's not the best place in the world. I could have dropped this tree right there in the in all these bushes, but now I'm hoping that this works out the way I'm thinking, because I think we'll get paid more for the longer logs than what we did for taking the ones over there with the branches still on them. We're going to have to cut this one in half. Well, come on. Bring it out here where I can see it. So many bushes. Well, it doesn't want to let me cut this smaller section, so I guess I'm going to have to try to figure out how to get it in the truck. Let's look at nothing here that we can use. Let's look at trailers for a second. I need a logging trailer is what I really need. We don't really have any logging trailers here. Well, I'm probably going to have to go for something different, like for try to find something that has that's $221,000. Is this for logging? It does look like it is, isn't it? I don't know how to use it. So that's interesting. I don't really even know exactly what this thing does. Does it cut our logs for us? I'm not real sure, to be honest. Why is that called a sleeper? Oh, for the roof? A globe trotter, extra large. Okay, I do like that, but what about something like this right here? 65,000. At least we have a bigger log truck. We can cut down a number of trees. All right, so let's consider that. Here's one for 87,000. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, hi Richard. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Trying to figure some stuff out about this game, or about this map rather, not the game itself. That might be an option. That's 92,000 though for that one. 90. Yeah, we'll probably get this one 65,000. Okay, good. I'm glad to know that. I had my final appointment with the cardiologist this morning, but I did not get to actually see the cardiologist. Okay. I can't seem to cut this. We got to have a bigger truck. Try to get this sit up on top here like this. Alright, that ought to get us to where we want to go. Now, before we move the truck, let's get rid of that stump so I don't lose track of where it's at. Hey, Rusty Money. How's it going? All right, good. I'm trying to learn a little bit about forestry. Just started this new map. I've been having a lot of problems playing on Riverbend Springs with the game crashing. Have you had any problems with your game crashing? How come this thing is not grinding up my stump? Now there are things I'm not figuring out. I've had so much trouble with Riverbend Springs. I have not had any trouble with this map. I'm having trouble figuring out how to work things, but there it went. Okay. Now let's go see how much we get for a tree, a full tree that's cut more in logs than the way we did the last one. Now I had those straps on that thing and those logs just came right on out the back. And I had security straps on them. Why is that? Alright, I guess I got all those logs picked back up. I don't see any more laying over here. So let me see if I can't put these safety straps on there again. Okay, Rusty. I think maybe I was just having a hard time seeing where the actual cutting wheel was, the blade on that stump cutter. Because I've used that thing before and I've never had, well, not in a FS25. I used it, I haven't done any forestry since FS19, and I only did a small amount then. Now let's see, what we get for one tree, what kind of price are we going to get? Whoops. $99 for the whole tree. We got $99. Hi, Dee Dee. I think we got more than that when we chopped it up in little pieces, didn't we? Alright, now we want to take out, let me see. I want to get back in the truck so I can look. Let's, I want to take maybe 4 more trees. Stop right here. We want to take this tree right here. and then I think this one, and then these two right here, this one and this one. And that'll give us a nice entryway into our field right here. I don't want to take too many trees out. I don't want to take more than what we need to for what we're going to be doing. We're not going to be living down here. We have our tent set over here for now. We're not going to stay right here. I didn't want to be spawning over here. I wanted to spawn over here where we're at. Hey, Duke. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, well, I'm still trying to figure out some of this stuff as far as forestry goes because I haven't done much. I've done a little bit of logging in FS19, but nothing since then. So some of the stuff seems like it works a little bit differently. But anyway, we're not going to stay. We got our tent set up right here. Just because I did not want to spawn over here, I want to spawn over here where we're at. We're going to put our homestead up here by this pond. But that's going to be a little while because we've got to get some money. We started out with $100,000, and I actually wanted to start at zero, so I'm going to try not to drop below $100,000. I don't know how possible that's going to be. We may have to take out a loan. Oh, I know one thing we need to do. Let's do this. Let's look for. Whoops. Let's consider a Let's look at a generator. Do we have anything that's a small price generator? Actually, we need this right here, but I wonder if I could, let's see if we can bury this in a tree. I can't zoom in far enough to tell. Let's see if I can set it in that tree right there, guys. If I can't get it in there, then we can always sell it if I don't get it right. I can't really see. I think right there. No, it moved. It moved. I don't even know how much money that makes. I really don't. We'll have to move that later on, but that'll give us a little bit of assist. All right, now let's go cut down another tree. Let's cut this one down first. Well, it still didn't go exactly where I wanted it to. But that's not bad, right along the side of the road. So let's see here. Now see, this is one thing I have a lot of trouble with. I can't seem to get it to remove the branches very easily. It did once. There we go, that's a little better. See, this is confusing to me because it doesn't want to, if I'm not in exactly the right spot, it don't want to let me cut. And it's like, come on. Oh, this one's too big. I would like to get to that point, but I don't have anything big enough to pick up the entire tree with. I did take, in the last one on Wednesday night, I did cut the tree up and I piled it all up in the truck with the branches on it and sold it with the branches on it at the sawmill. Use a winch. Hey, now there's a good idea. Where do I find the winch? In forestry. Now, is that a mod? Oh, okay. Okay, let me look and see if I can figure out where to go in here. I gotta look through these menus. Okay, so I gotta look for forestry. I don't have my glasses on. Let's see. Winches, I found it. Winches. Okay, that's $8,500. So I guess we'll get that one. Let's give it a try. That's going to drop us below the 100,000. I didn't want to drop below 100,000, but to get started with, I'm okay. Okay, so I want to take care of. I've got to find. Oh, it's right here. I have a hard time getting it to, yeah, I will eventually have to, upgrade. Right now, I'm just using our sawmill that's on the map because I don't want to own the sawmill yet because I'm not going to make any money. I'm just wanting to make sure it looks like I got that stump, yeah. Hey, Swim. Yeah, I'm going to have to just work my way to be able to upgrade. Yeah, we only got $100 for the last tree, which I was a little surprised by that. Oh, okay. I'll have to look for it. Swim, I have had a horrible time with this game crashing, but not on this map. Only on Riverbend Springs. I have not had that, at least not yet. And I even had problem being able to save the game. Couldn't get the game to save on Riverbend Springs. Well, sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. That's actually why I ended up starting this map. Because I was just having too much trouble with Riverbend Springs. Oh, I see we still got a branch on the tree here. So I'm not able to get branches to come off very easily. I don't know why. I'm having a real hard time dealing with these branches. Riverbend Springs has crashed on me so many times that I kind of gave up on it. At least for the time being. Well, I can't get that to take that branch off of there. I don't know why, but I've had a lot of problems with like removing branches and stuff on here. I haven't figured it out yet. It doesn't seem to work quite as easily as it did on FS19. At least it did take some of the branches off, but it did not take, you can see it didn't take off all these lower ones. We got that thing sitting up on the mirror. It's propped up on the mirror. That's pretty cool. Oh, I'm not sure that log will stay there because it's not. We'll see. Let's see if it will. It's not strapped on, so we may lose it. Of course, now I've got the economy set to hard also, so we're not going to make as much money. I knew it. The Kessler Forestry Pack, okay? There we go. Now it should stay on there. Almost put my eyeball out. Ooh! Look how sharp that is. Wow. Looks like the beavers cut that tree. Man, that'd make a good javelin, wouldn't it? Hey, Ginger. I will look for those. Well, that time we got $145. So that's better. Hi, Brittany. How are you? All right, we're going to go grab our tractor and we'll go grab our winch from the dealership. Now, we still want to take out these two trees. We want to take this tree and this one right there. So we have a nice open entryway in through here. So we're going to take out this tree and maybe this tree. So we've got maybe 3 more just to open us up a nice wide entranceway. Oh no, look. Alright, we got to run over to the dealership and pick up our the carpenter shop. I found a mod for a farmhouse that we're going to have, but we have to build it out of lumber, beams, and planks. So I'm going to have to figure out how that works. Now, I've never used a winch before, so, man. I always miss that fence right there. Alright, now let's just drop the winch right here because I do need the stump cutter. I am wondering oh, well, I didn't know that, Brittany. Let's see, we might be able to leave. Let's, actually, I should probably fall that way, and then I can hook the winch on this end of it when the time comes. So let me move my tractor. Oh, well, all right, now let's take care of let's get the stump out of the way. Alright, now let's see if we can figure out the winch. Alright, now I have no clue what's happening here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but it does say lower the winch. Oh, manually. Okay, I've never used it before. Pull winch rope. Oh, I gotta... So now if I just leave it hooked up like that, is that what I do? Okay, let's see. I need to attach this. How do I attach it? There we go. There it is. All right. That's really cool. Thank you for telling me about this. I can hook up more than one tree? Awesome. Let's do this. Let's bring it out here like this. Alright, it's still going to take me a while to figure out what's happening over here. How to make this thing work. Because I still haven't figured this thing out yet. Oh, I can, look, it says attach another tree. Okay, so, but how do I release this? I want to, oh, I just have to, all right, here's what I'm going to have to do because I can't figure out how to detach that tree. So I'm going to leave it attached like that. I found out how to attach another tree. I think maybe we'll just take this tree right here. We'll take this tree right here. R1 and triangle to release. I am reading the menus and stuff like that, but all right, now let me see how am I going to do this. Oops. That's what we want. Now I'm still going to have trouble getting more than getting this other tree hooked up. How am I going to do that? How am I going to get that other tree up here? Okay, I'll try that. We'll see how that works out. Well, I'm going to have my truck in the way, aren't I? This tree's going to be hard to move. It's so long. But maybe I can kind of work it straight back. Whoops. I don't know why this thing drops things. So it just drops it. I didn't tell it to drop it. It just dropped it on its own. Yeah, that's stuff, something I'm going to have to learn how to do, Duke. I haven't done enough forestry to know how to do this stuff. I'm just trying to kind of figure it out as I go along. That tree is so long, it is so hard to control what direction it's going to move in. If I could get it to go straight back. No, I'm not doing very well. I can't control the branches on that tree. I can't get it to go in the direction I want it to go in. See, it totally moved the top of the tree way off the edge of the road. I know what's going to work for me. I'm going to take this tree and sell it. Over time, I'll learn how to do multiple trees. I can't figure out how to detach this tree from the winch. I'll figure it out as time goes on. For right now, nice. How much did we get for that? $58. $58 for an entire tree? At 50 bucks a tree, it's going to take us a while to make some money, ain't it? Mason. No, I'm just playing single player. Okay, I think that's going to give us a good enough entrance. We'll drag this tree out here in a minute, but I think that gives us a good enough entrance because now we can get our header in and out. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure some stuff out. It's okay, we're just getting started. I've never done any like real forestry stuff. I did a little bit of logging on no man's land in FS19. And that on that map you started out with the wood chipper and you had some logs already. Yeah, yeah. Once you learn it, then you know what you're doing a little bit. The winch does make it cheaper, but we made more money selling the tree chopped up than we did selling it whole. I think that's because it still has the branches on it. I think if you debranch the tree, you get more. Over the weekend, I'm going to have to go through my mods, get rid of some mods so I can add more. $57 that time. So that's what I'll do. I'm having a hard time getting the branches stripped though. It's like I haven't figured something out. Right. I want to own a different sawmill. But I want to own this sawmill too, because once I purchase a sawmill, I can't sell wood at the sawmill, and some of it I need, so we'll have to figure all that out. Because a lot of these trees I'm probably going to want to sell. I'm not sure. Yeah, I know I got to cut them in longer lengths. I need a better way to transport them and stuff though. I'll look for those mods. I'm probably going to end up having to take out a loan. Let me think. What can we do? I can't do anything over there. Let me see. Actually, let's get the truck. I want to drive over here for a minute. I do want to show you guys this mod that I found. I do have it installed. But we're going to be doing forestry over here also, because we're going to put our homestead over here by the pond. So we're going to put our homestead back over in here. Probably right in here. We'll have to cut out some trees. Yeah, it does sound pretty cool, doesn't it? But I do want to look for something. I have a mod that I did install. I don't know where it put it though. It has to do with forestry. But I don't know where it put it. Now we do need this kind of thing. But I've never used those either. I need one of these, a harvester. Whew, we don't have that kind of money yet, do we? Wood chippers. We could, oh, here we go. Wouldn't that be nice? $384,000? Well, I'm not familiar with all this forestry stuff. Whoa, look at that. Oh, that looks really cool. $500,000? Electric engine? Or we better have diesel. Yeah, well, you know what they say. That is cool. I like that thing right there. I don't have $500,000, but I like that thing right there. I have used something like this before, but that's about all. Kesla. What is this? What is this thing? What does it do? That thatches? What do they do? See, I don't even know what this stuff is actually for. I don't know what it does. Makes it hard to buy stuff. I have no clue what these things do. A tree harvester for a tractor. So I could buy that and I can delimb trees with it. Okay, so that might be a route to go. That's $45,000 and it cuts to length. So that might be, this might be something we consider, $45,000. But we might find a cheaper one as a mod, maybe. But that's okay. Now here's the one I want right here, tree be gone. Just disappear the trees. So this is the thing right here, but we can't do, I mean, we can clear trees with it, but we can't sell lumber with it, so. So anyway, let's see. I'm trying to think what I need to do because there's not a lot I can do other than more trees. Yes, exactly, Duke. That tree be gone, I won't make no money with it. I normally buy the T-Rex and use that. And once we get into the game, I will, because we'll be doing other stuff. We won't need trees quite as much. Now let's see. Yeah, we could get wood chippers. There was something I had though. I don't know where it put it. I may have to just look at the mods. It was a container. It's not that. I thought it would. Oh, I bet I have to come down here. Containers. Now we'll be buying one of these at one. That was only $100. may have to come back and buy one of those. Hit the wrong button, escape too far out. I'm looking for a particular container that I downloaded. It looks like a cargo. Where is it? I thought it put it under containers. There's free water. When we're ready for it, we get free water. Yeah, eventually we'll use either the Trebigon or T-Rex or something like that. I am looking for, what is this? The old brick well. There's another well. I didn't install it. This is cool. This thing, we can put fuel in it. So we may end up using this thing at some point. But not yet. I'm trying to find... I downloaded this thing that's for forestry. It's not under containers. I don't know where it would be. I'm going to kind of have to look. I almost have to keep a notebook. So when I look in the mod store and it tells me what category it's in, I know where to look for it. Because I can't keep track of where they put stuff. Shit. Oh. Maybe factories, because it would produce planks and beams, I think. No, it would store, it was like a distributor for wood. Is what I downloaded. I don't know where it put it. And oil mill. I got an oil mill somewhere. Oh, here we go. Wood storage and distribution. Wood storage and distribution. Okay, Swim, God bless you. Thank you for coming. It was good to see you tonight. Yeah, it can be overwhelming trying to figure things out. Now we're going to use this right here as we're clearing some of this over here in this area. I'm not sure where I want to put this. We don't own the land yet, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of looking at the moment. I like pushing things back into the trees as much as possible. So something like that might work because it's right on the edge of the road, and that's the only... Yeah, we probably might want to put it out like this somewhere. We can't do it yet because I don't own this, but we might put it just like this right here. That way it's nearby. But I have this other... The farmhouse we're going to use... We have to manufacture beams and planks. So we'll use the sawmill. Well, see, I need to buy that sawmill. I'm going to have to buy a sawmill so we can make beams and planks. But there is one version of the farmhouse. It's a mod. And one version, you can actually, I think it said you could deliver wood to it, and it will make its own beams and planks and build the house. Now that's right, Duke. We can't get, but I like to, in one sense, I do get the cart before the horse because I like to come look at what I'm going to do so I have an idea. So when we get this up here, which means I have to buy 3 plots of land because over here, this is one plot of land and this is another plot of land if we look at the map. See this, where we want to put that wood thing is right here. And that's over here. Our house is going to go over here. So I got to buy 2 plots of land to be able to do both of those two things. So we're not ready for that yet because I need about $100,000 to buy land with. But we are ready to buy land and start cutting down some trees, I think. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the best way to make money off of our trees. We can't keep selling trees for 50 bucks a piece. There's no point in selling trees at 50 bucks. We might as well use a tree be gone and just get them out of our way. So let's go over here because we do. No, I have only found about 7 collectibles. Actually, we could go look for a couple of them. We could go someplace I have not been before. Let's go down this way. Let's take the road down this way. Yeah, there are 25 of them on this map. I bet there's one right down here. We haven't been down here yet, so we should be able to find one over here. I would think there would be one here somewhere. Let's take a look. Here we go. Oh no, I thought that was going to be a collectible. Hey, I like that bicycle. I'm going to be buying me a bicycle here. I'm not sure when, but... And I was going to buy me a girl's bicycle so it would be easier for me to get on and off, but... I think I'm going to buy me a... Yeah, I've got all the ones over by the dealership and all that. And I got the ones from the farmer's market. I'm not seeing anything here, which is surprising. I'm really surprised. Unless we can go inside. Well, no, we can't go in there. Alright, well. I can't believe this gas station did not have anything. So let's go on down the road. I'm going to stay on the asphalt for right now. I don't know where anything is on this map yet. I guess we should pull up the... Yeah, see, there's nothing down this way. Why am I going down here? I think we need to go up here to this gas station. Let's turn around. I actually have thought about buying one of those tricycles. When I lived in Hawaii, that would have been perfect because it was kind of flat. But where I live, it's all mountainous. So I would have a hard time riding one of those tricycles. We're going to take this and we're going to go up here. Wow, this is farther out than I thought. Well, at least we're getting closer. What is that? That just has a different kind of texture to it. That's kind of weird. Alright, well. Yes, Brittany, that's the first thing I will buy is a helmet. I always wear a helmet just so I can come home with my head in one piece. I figure my children and my grandchildren might appreciate that. There's a phone. Collectible. Let's see if we can find another one. Nope, just the one it looks like, but that's alright, that's one. Alright, well. Where else could we look? What's in that field right there? Soybeans, ooh. Well, let's double check, just make sure I look close enough. I think I did. Because it should just pop up on the menu if I get close enough to it. I know one time I found a collectible on, I think it was on top of the gas pump. Okay, well, that's all there is here. Do we have anything out here? Alright, we can go back over there. Look at this thing. You know what that reminds me of right there? It reminds me of that water tank or the water distributor on Riverbend Springs by the greenhouse that's way up in the air. That's what this thing reminds me, because it's not even sitting on the ground. It's floating. Yeah, it is. Very interesting that the map itself has that on it. Now I think I've been to Academy before. I did buy a pair of shoes at Academy one time in Houston. I did not look over here. Let me just look here and see if I see anything out this way. I didn't look over by these. We went inside. I'm pretty sure I got everything from here. Wow. The chalkboard? Oh, I just saw something said collect. No, closed gate. Okay. I saw that menu change. I think I got everything from here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got everything from in here already. Oh, I did not look back here. Maybe, was there something back here? Yes, there it is. I did not find that one. I think I did. I know I got everything from the main part. Hey, look out. But I did not notice this part back here before. Oh, another collect. Look, there's two of them over here. I don't know what we just collected. You found a part of the grade. Well, it doesn't even tell me what it was. Something that I guess was inside there. I didn't even notice. So it's a good thing we did come back here. We picked up two more collectibles. Oh, here's another one. I don't know what I'm picking up. I can't tell what I'm picking up. Wow, that's like 10 collectibles. Yeah, I have a Walmart here. That's where I'm going to buy my bicycle from. I'm going to get an Ozark Trails mountain bike, 29-inch. Okay. I know, but see, that's weird, Duke, because I had already gone around the outside and it didn't show me any more collectibles. And then all of a sudden I'm picking up more collectibles. Hey, she just walked right through the wall. Okay, well, there's still a bunch more to go, but we did make some more money. Oh. I want to go drive down this road right here. Oh, that's not a road, that's a creek. Oh no! Get out of there. It's a good thing I had that raised suspension. I think I picked up a couple at the sawmill. I don't think I've looked around over here, though. I've not looked around on this part. There we go. Now, I did buy the lumber. Oh, that thing right there, I overlooked it. I'm glad you noticed. Better double check. Okay, whoops. I think that's all. A pile of wooden planks. I can't do anything with this. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Well, Thank you. I totally overlooked that one. It's been quite a while since I did collectibles. I do know how to look for them. I'm just not looking for them the way I normally would. I'm normally pretty good about knowing that, like, when you're walking like this, you have to stop and look around the corner to see if there's anything in that corner. Let's see, we're over here. I didn't find anything down here. I did not find anything over here, but I may have overlooked it. I don't know. I don't see any place else for us to go look. But we may have some. I don't remember if I got anything from the sawmill or not. So maybe we go back. But let's go check out yeah, I did not find anything at the biogas. Alright, let's go check out I may have got the ones at the sawmill already. I don't know for sure. I don't remember. I think I did. But we'll go back. I want to go over here though. I think I got everything from over here. I just want to double check since we're here. We might as well double look. Because here we go. Oh, I thought it was this thing and it wasn't. I got that one. I got the one that was in the canoe. I think I got all these. I think I got all these. Well, that should have been a collectible. Yeah, I think I got everything from over here, apparently. Alright, let's go back to the sawmill. Yeah, we might as well do a little bit. We picked up some money. Because now, I can buy this land because we picked up $100,000. Yeah, I think I got. I think I picked up all the collectibles that were over here. By the production, that's 300,000. I'm pretty sure I got all the collectibles from over here. Yeah. I'm wondering, is there a way will this tell us how many collectibles we have found? See, we have a miscellaneous 200,000. So that means there's 5 more collectibles, from what I can tell. Statistics. No, that's not telling me how many of the collectibles I've got so far. Check the map for yellow dots, okay? Yep, I found one. There's one right there. There's 2 more over here. Yeah, I think we just found them. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I just found the other 5. So we have 1 at the dealership, 2 here, and 2 up here. So let's go back to the dealership. Let's go back to the dealership. I've been there many times, but I've overlooked something somewhere. Then we're gonna buy some land. Once we go find these other ones, we're gonna buy some land. Now that has a yellow dot right there. There it is. I've been here several times and never did think to look up there on the wall. Okay, the next one is over at the next building, on the front and in the back. Aha. I should be looking at it right here. Is there a way in? There it is. Alright, we got 2 more at that building over there. At the farmer's market. These must be inside. Straight ahead. Center aisle. Well, that's showing that I went past it. There it is. One more. One more. And it's over here somewhere. Is it that thing? Nope. Wait. See, that looks to me like it's on the inside. Because there's nothing out here. Under the pipes? Oh, there is something down there, ain't there? Oh, that's back there, the shovel. You found all 25 parts. All right. Okay. Nope, we got all of them. Now, it used to be that when you got all of them, you got a bonus. Alright, so let's do this. We're going to buy some property now. We're going to buy this plot right here, 37,000. We're going to buy this plot for 41,000, and we're going to buy this plot for 37,000. Okay, now we're in good shape. And we still have our 100,000. I want to maintain 100,000 minimum since we started with 100,000. Okay, so now we can build our farmhouse and stuff. I have to download the mod for it. I know which one I want, but I want to get rid of some mods first. Okay. Now we can start looking at this area up here and taking down trees. I think maybe we want to move our tent. Now we can move our tent over there. Yeah, maybe we can leave it. No, let's just leave it here. Let's just stay right here until I get ready to add our new... Alright, Duke, God bless you. Thank you for coming hanging out with me, helping me out. Giving me some tips on how to do this forestry stuff. Oh yeah, Dee Dee's helped me out a lot playing this game. Now we only got $50 for a whole tree, so let's see what we get for these two little chunks. Probably not very much. See, I got $93 for those two little pieces. And we only got 50 bucks for a full tree. So we're not going to be doing full trees. We're going to be doing pieces. Now, one thing we can do, we can go ahead and get this right here. Now we can put it over here where we were looking at, since we now own this property. Try to get as close as I can to that tree back there in the back. There we go. See, we won't remove trees unless we absolutely have to. Perfect. Nice. That fit perfectly right back here. Now, I don't know exactly what it means by storing wood. Is it going to store... Does it store planks and beams? So maybe we have to get stuff from the sawmill and bring over here. I'm not real sure. I don't know how that works exactly. Or can we just bring trees over here? Can we just bring trees? I don't know if we can or not. It says wood, incoming materials, wood. Maybe we should cut down a tree just to find out, huh? Let's cut down one of these dead trees just to see what happens. This axe is hard to use. It doesn't want to, like, go into cut mode. Alright, we'll just try to use the chainsaw. Boy, this thing just does not make it easy. Now we should get like a few $100s. It seems like one of the trees that we had cut up and took over to the sawmill was we got like almost $900 for it. I keep hitting the wrong button. Look at that. Look, picked up that whole tree. Alright, I believe we got one more piece over here to pick up. Where is it? Oh, too heavy. I keep hitting the wrong button. I keep jumping instead of picking stuff up. Well, now I don't know where my tree trunk is. There it is. Oh. I better leave that lay there for a second. Just leave this over here for now. Well, now I gotta get out and find it again. Where's that stump? Okay, it's over this way. There it is. I just want to park this right beside where that stump's at so I can find it. Okay. Now we can get rid of the stump. Let's see, I need to make sure it got it all. Looks like it did. Yeah. Alright, so now what we want to do is go see what we get for this tree. If it's more than $50. I actually want to see what this does. Well, that's what it does. That's what it does. But what am I supposed to do with it? We can distribute, but distribute to where and for what? What's it going to do? If we distribute, where does it distribute to? The sawmill? Once we own the sawmill, it will distribute to the sawmill? Maybe? We can hold 1,000,000 liters. Okay, wait a minute. I want to look at something else. Okay, well, I'm not sure what this does for us. It's like a distributor. I guess once we buy the sawmill, it will distribute from here to the sawmill. We could buy a sawmill. We could buy a sawmill because they have these small ones. I think they're what? Oh, that one's... They were what? We had some, what, $36,000? Yeah. So I know there's a sawmill that's $36,000 because we used it. So we may end up using something like that. This sawmill. $36,000. Nice and small. Says land is not owned by me. Yes, it is. I bought all this land. Why is that telling me that that land right there is not owned by me, by my tractor? Why is that? Oh, right here. Oh my gosh. So there is a slight little bit on that side of the road that we do not own. Oh goodness. 40,000. I don't want to buy it yet. We'll make some more money. Let's do a few more trees. Let's see if we can cut down another tree, and then instead of taking it to our wood storage, we will actually I hope I didn't crush anything. Ooh, close. Uh-huh. Nah, don't, where's that cut I just put in the tree? Now let me see what I can do here, if anything. There we go. Ooh. Let's go get our truck and bring it closer. Oh, you know what we can do? We can put our sawmill right here. This would be a nice place for it, quite frankly. Let's see, let me just make sure that I only need it to be on the one side. Yeah, it looks like it. So we can put that right here like this. Right next to our wood storage. That would be pretty awesome. About like that right there. We're not going to buy it just yet, but when we get ready to, we'll put it right here. That'll be perfect. Nice. Alright, let's get our truck. Let's see if we can't get this in our truck. leave that log right there for a second because it'll help me find that stump. Or I'm thinking it'll help me find the stump. There it is. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell if I actually got it or not. I think I did. I don't know why it drops it like that. Alright, let's see what we get off this truckload now. Well, see, we only got $74 for that. So that's just not cool. We're not making any money. Of course, we're playing with a hard economy. I wonder if we should set the economy back to easy. Well, we've got to be able to buy some different equipment, but I'm going to end up having to take out a loan, I think. And I don't want to. I think I may have to reset the economy, at least for getting started with, because we need to be able to buy one of these kind of things. Like that right there. What is that? I think we need something like that right there. What is that? It says 2 trees, but I don't understand what that exactly means. This will cut down a tree. That's only $123,000, but I don't know what it does. That's the thing, I don't know what it does. called the Hannibal. That one looks pretty cool, but not the best one to start with, I guess. That might be the best thing to start with right there. It's still $300,000. Wow. But we don't really have much choice, do we? Wood transport. What would be the best thing we could use here? I think we were talking about using one of these. $45,000. Of course, this is the best thing for picking up trees with. Attacher type 3-point. Yeah, we could use that right there because we can pick up bigger logs with this thing. Main color. Alright, we'll buy that because that's going to help us speed things up a little bit. And then what we want to be able to buy, not this truck, there's another truck. Yeah, this one, $65,000. But I don't want to buy it yet. We got to make some money, but then we're going to buy that. Let's see what our main colors look like. I don't know what that stuff is. I guess this has to do with maybe capacity. It says cheap, but I don't know what that means. Wheel setup. Yeah, we'll just leave that one. Bumper. Yeah, that'll be nice. $72,000. All right, well, we're not going to buy that one yet, but we are going to get that truck. So let's drop the stump grinder and let's go pick up. I don't know why they got all this stuff where you have to get between the fence and the piece of equipment to try to pick it up. It's turned around backwards. Something is, felt like something was dragging on the ground, but it's not. Now I don't know where I want to cut down another tree just yet. Let's take this one right here. Let's do this tree right here. Can't seem to get them to fall without falling into bushes. Now we're going to see if we can. Oh, I need to strip this thing of all its branches. And then we'll see if we can't take one big long log. Alright, I think we might have figured out a little bit more about how to go through this to make it work. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, well, I've not been able to get underneath this thing the right way. I can't get underneath it. I have to try something here. See if I can't push this up on there better. Use my truck to do it. That might let that close now. I'm trying to figure out how to close. There we go. There we go. Finally got it. Oh, I just wiped out my truck. I don't know if I can even get this down. No, I'm not going to be able to drive it down there, am I? Oh no. I hit the edge of that thing and it took my tree. I can't get the tree down there that way anyway, so we'll have to use this other. We'll do it with our new sawmill when we get it. But this thing will be helpful. Alright guys, I've been streaming for 3 hours. I think I'm going to leave it sit right here because I need to get a couple of mods before we can really expand much farther. I do know one thing I need to do. Oh, I don't want to buy that yet. I need to buy this, but I don't want to because I need this little bit. But we'll work up here for the time being. So, let's save it. And then we're just going to leave it sit like this, guys. And we'll do it again on Monday. Now, like I said, I may end up having to, I may have to set the economy to easy so we make more money. But we will stick with it like it is for a little bit and see how we can do. But we'll leave it sit right here, guys. We'll do it again on Monday night. Thank you for joining me. Alright guys, thank you Dee Dee. We'll do coloring Monday morning, and then we'll do we'll do some farming Monday night. Until then everybody, God bless.